to our live chat. And we've been quite busy today, so I've unfortunately forgotten to put it on Facebook and to Twitter. So please, I'm going to ask you guys to share it for me. Vim and I have been busy with our latest friend, the badger. I'm going to have a quick look at the badger. Oh, there's me talking over there. No, that's wrong. Well, no, no, go away. I've got too many devices going here. So I'm just going to turn the camera around quickly. And you can see we've got a bit of a... That's why I forgot to tweet. We've got all the tools out, the grinders out, the engine open. We've already cut the roof off. So I saw someone posted yesterday worried that someone was trying to phone me. So there we go, the roof's off. We're gonna make a plan that we can reattach it. If someone keeps trying to call me on my cell phone, I'm just gonna ask VM to call them back. Hello, you Bombo girl. So you can see, so VM and I have been quite busy re-kitting the vehicle we bought in Nelspruit yesterday. Hello Manu. So yeah, so we've already ground this off, and now we're getting plugs to put in it, so we don't have any sharp edges. We're gonna put the camera up here to start on a mount. Eventually we're going to have a battery system in here that we're going to be able to keep power going. And yeah, so that is our latest little addition. Sharon says, turn my phone horizontal. Orientation is locked. I can't do that, Sharon. Sorry. Sinak is wondering, do we have any updates on the Ryons? We do. She's moved the den into a very difficult position. We've obviously been quite busy. Well, just getting those videos out. I mean, we put them out very quickly, and so that took quite a lot of our time. And then of course we had to go down to Nelspruit, which is about, well, we collected the cars about 180 kilometers from here, but the roads are quite challenging, so it takes a couple of hours. And then, of course, we had to load that little vehicle, hi Fern, up onto... Yes, we're very lucky not to be starting from the ground up with the vehicles, Manu. So we had to go down to Nelspruit yesterday and then get a trailer and load the vehicle onto a trailer and tow it all the way. Whew. Yeah, so we only got home at about 8 o'clock last night. And then it's a public holiday in South Africa. Hello, Heather. And then we probably disturbed the neighbors because we started with grinders and heavy machinery at 9 a.m. on a public holiday today. Hi, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Hi, Sally in New York. And yeah, so we'll go have another look at the car for the people who are joining a bit later. Hello, Kalena. Thanks, Money just wants to thank us for the cab. So I'm going to try set this up. Say hi, VM. What's up? As I said, we've been busy on the vehicle today and going into town, getting bits and bobs to, the updates and changes we want to make to the. So I'm just trying to find where our live videos go on my iPad so I can see your questions a bit easier. I don't know where they go. Anyway, we'll survive. Okay, we're going to take some questions about the Lions now. Let's go for it. Hello, Chris. Hello, Chat Noir, the black cat. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Donna. Oh dear, I might be in trouble, Kalena, if you've just put down my other half to watch. Thank you, Manu. Praise for our scorpion. VM, everyone says you're the best cameraman ever. VM smiles. He's back at the vehicle at the moment. As I said, we're just doing some odds and ends. We're going to probably try test the vehicle out. Hello, Susan. Hello, Hunts. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Lorena. So Lorena, there we go, a question about the lion cubs. And Lorena wondered, how long did it take the mom to find her cub? So, well, Lorena, we actually helped her find the cub, but it was almost 2 full days. that it took for the lion to return to the den, which is not not unusual. Lions will often leave the cubs for up to a week. Normally, it's about 3 or 4 days between feedings. Thank you, Kimberly. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Raphael. Raphael would like to know, would the male lions accept other cubs to come with them? If they are from females they've mated with, judging from how these males reacted, I would say yes. And as Dr. Luke Hunter, who was part of Panthera and a lead expert in the world on lions and things, would said each lion, as human beings or elephants or whatnot, has a different personality. So those male lions will probably always be quite affectionate with the cubs. Chris T, how is the cub? As far as we know, well. As I said, we haven't been out since, when was the reunion? Saturday morning. We've had a lot of admin and other stuff to catch up with, and vehicles and things like that. Hello, Kayleen. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Megan Ramirez. Was that your first time holding a cub like that? Megan, it was my first time ever touching a lion cub. I have handled many adult lions. I've caught many, and moved and darted and taken blood from many adult lions, but I have never ever touched a lion cub before. Now, as if anyone is watching, if you get offered the chance to pet and touch a lion cub, don't do it. Those lions are being bred for the bone trade and the canned lion hunting. So please don't go touch lion cubs. This was a very unique situation. I never expected to ever pick up a lion cub in my life. The black cat, Chat Noir. Brent, I have a question. Do lions have the Jacobson's organ like a house cat does? Yes, they do. And that's why we get that phlegm and grimace when they lift their lips, and that's smelling the urine, and they're picking up all the different genetic markers, whether females on estrus or whatnot like that. So yes, they do have Jacobson's organ. So I just need to go back. See where they are. Now, here we go. They've got some interesting questions coming now. Lisa Marie, was the mom accepting of the cub immediately? Yes, she was. Immediately. So the full story was that we weren't sure whether that cub had survived the night. So there's a cliff above the den, which is much easier to get to. And VM and I walked from a nearby road, and we were just standing on the edge of the cliff looking above the den. And we weren't sure whether it survived. So I did a little call. Meow, ow, ow. And the cub immediately responded. And then it made a hell of a noise. It went, meow. And we heard Franklin's explode on the other side of the river, on the other side of the cliff. And we assumed, oh no, is it a leopard? Is a hyena coming in? But it was the mother lion. So she accepted it immediately. Eleanor, yes, the cub is doing well. We will be heading out probably later in the week to go check up on the cub. Elizabeth, how did you help the cub find the lion? Elizabeth, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You need to go watch the clips. Watch the male lion's adopts cub 1 to 4. Hello, Chris in Belgium. Hello, Julianne Lee. Jacqueline, what did the cub's fur feel like? Well, I didn't really feel the fur too much, as I wrapped it in a blanket, so it didn't rip me apart, because even a little lion would be a very, very strong animal to deal with. So, yep. Now, Cindy, this is actually very, very interesting. Cindy's asking, did the cub interact with the lost cub immediately? No, it didn't. It was in that den. It did not make a noise while the lost cub made those horribly haunting calls. Meow, meow. I've never heard a lion cub cry as loud as that one did. Cat, will it become stunted in its growth? No, I don't believe it would. Mr. Tech, would they do DNA? No, we know the DNA makeup of the Leadwood lions. We know who the fathers are and who the mother is. There's no point in doing DNA on them. Hello, Lady Macbeth. Hello, Becky in Maine, I'm guessing, USA. Kathy, we can't tell whether the cub is gaining weight. Apparently, the den is quite difficult to get into. And as I said, we've been quite busy, and my dad is away at the moment, so he hasn't also been out looking for it. How heavy was the cub? So little, but she's husky, yes. So we would estimate, Vam and I estimated that cub to probably be about 8 or 9 kilos. So 4.5 kgs is 10 pounds, so about 20 pounds. Hello, Blue Smoky Bars. Hello, Brent. You talking to the cub was amazing. Yeah, it was really special. I mean, it has to go down one of the most incredible moments that I've ever experienced in my many years in the bush. Actually being able to call a lion cub out from a thicket. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you, Bobby. Hello, Villy. TBT, why are we not in Safari Live anymore? Well, it was our time to leave TBT, basically. VM and I had both been there for over 4 years, and we decided we wanted our own challenge, and that's why we left. Rachel, yes, the cub suckled while we were there. Donna, how is the new painted dog vehicle? The Badger Shinzele. It's good. I'll take everyone to go have another tour. We did a quick tour of it a bit earlier, but we'll go have another live tour of the Honey Badger. Yes, Lisa, that little cub looked tiny next to those big male lions, but of course, I mean, it's 20 pounds when you picked it up. JB, I was scared for you to get out of the car. I was absolutely, I don't want to say a bad word, but I was S1HITTTing myself when I got out there. Of course, we weren't sure where the other lions were, and they were all running around, and there was pandemonium going on. There we go. As we were talking about Never Pet a Cub, Lady Macbeth says Google Bloodlines, which is a great documentary on the cub petting industry and what happens to those cubs as they become older. Eleanor, let's start with, yes, Susan, thank you for telling the truth about cub petting. Lisa Marie, were you surprised that the cub reacted to your calls? Yes and no, but not really, Eleanor. I've spent so much time with lions that I'm actually pretty good at mimicking them. The other thing I'm quite good at mimicking is buffalo distress calls, but also works to call lions in. Maybe I'll do that for you quickly. Let me just, oh dear, how am I going to do this? No, rotation is locked. It will not let me rotate any other way. Now I've got to try to balance this whole thing. But I'll do a buffalo distress call for you quickly. No. There you go. That also works if you're trying to call adult lions to where you are. Okay, let me just get back. Oh, now it's all gone. Oh, thank you for all the comments, guys. I am trying to answer as many as possible. Oh dear, it's got. Hello everyone. Hello Dennis. Hello Lisa. Hello Joe. Hello Abby. Just Neela. Why? Oh, there we go. Lisa Marie, you've actually Neela. I'll get to you in a second. I actually have already named the cub. It does have a name, guys. Can anyone guess? I will tell you the name of the cub shortly. But just Nilo why didn't the cub like the smell of the blanket? Well, I think it actually smelled me, and it realized there wasn't another lion, and it thought this might be a bit dangerous for it. Lorena, we were also surprised how quiet it was once we had it in the bucket. Megan, it was amazing seeing those males be affectionate and protective of that little cub. Sinak, well, when the chances arise, we would definitely have guest appearances from guides. We've already had Taylor, and we had Scott, but we didn't actually finish that episode with Scott because our car broke. We broke a steering arm, but we will do stuff with them in the future. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Lindsay. Lindsay, hi, Brent. Why did the cub trust your call when it clearly see you were not a lion? Well, probably because it was quite stressed, Lindsay, and it needed that comfort and that sound of a lion being quite close. And that what might have made it relax and come in. Cat in Ohio, I thought the males would attack the cub. Unlikely because they're the fathers. There's always a chance, but that normally happens when there may be another female and estrus around, and there's a lot of sort of testosterone and estrogen flying around. But normally, lion males do not attack their own cubs. Leanne, you mentioned the winery at the end. Are they sponsors or on the board? Glenn is a homeowner who lives on Leadwood. He actually lives next door to my parents, and he owns the winery. The winery that is here in Hoedspruit, Safari Wines. Um, and he helped us with when we had to go get Impala and helped us dragging and stuff like that. Chris, will the cub continue to be that noisy? I hope not, Chris. I really do hope not. Justinilla, I told all the nurses at the hospital about the situation. All are impressed. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Belsa. Sinak, yes, the cubs are in good condition. The last we saw. JR, sorry, Van Reinfeldt. Greetings. Awesome job saving the cub. Restored faith in me. Well, happy to hear that. Rachel, would the cub grow normally after separation? Yes. I don't think it's been long enough that it would have affected its growth patterns or anything like that. Ravinda, we didn't provide any food for the lion cub. Now it is, oh dear, what just happened? Our electricity went off. Hang on a second. This is a constant problem these days. Oh dear, no, it's not the government. It is my fault for getting to top up. Let me just ask VMP, can you ask Jamie to send us electricity code? Yeah. Okay. Now I've lost everyone where I was again. Now, as I said, we haven't given the cub a name. Ravinda Taylor is not here. Very, very interesting. A TBAEC. Hi, Brent. Will you be starting a Patreon page? If you do, I'll be a patron. Thank you so much. We actually are going to be starting a Patreon page because, as a lot of you know, that Safari with Brent is a passion project from VM and I. We don't actually get paid for it. So we do have to do other things to pay the bills, and we do work for other production companies and stuff like that. R.A. Saint, where is Jane Porter? I have no idea who Jane Porter is. Oh, Jamie. Oh, Tarzan. Okay, I get it now. Sorry. She's at Safari Live. She's probably on drive at this very moment. The Jersey lady said, your call called in my house cap. He came and looked right into my phone. Generous, the lion ate my sister. I sincerely hope not. Watch and wait. Donna, will Brian be joining us? Myself and VM again? Not for the moment. I mean, of course, we're all still good friends, and we see him on a social level, but he has his own things he's working on at the moment. Oh dear, now we've lost all the chat again. Where'd the chat go? Oh, there's chat. Chat back. Yes, it was an incredible story, guys. Oh no, Elliot, it wasn't load shedding. Okay, see, I'm still catching up. We've got so many. Jamie's not here. Kimberly, Jamie is on drive, I would say. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm up to date now, more or less. I do apologize if I've missed anyone's questions. We've just had so many comments and questions. We really appreciate it all. There was one. Brent, what is a Jacobson's organ? It is that thing, if you go like this, a little hole on the top of your palate, and that is an extinct in human beings, but it's an olfactory device where animals, horses in particular, have a very prominent phlegm and grimace. When they take the scent of urine of the same species over that Jacobson's organ, it gives them information. JR, Brent, sit still. I never sit still, JR. I can hear Vim watching me on his phone as he walks behind. So, okay, so those of you who joined a bit late, we are going to turn the camera around and introduce you to the badger. So, as I said, VM and I have been working on the car today. So it's really awesome. Little small Suzuki Jeep, but it is a Toyota in a Suzuki dress, basically, because the engine we've got in here is a 1600 Toyota engine, and we have got a Toyota gearbox. However, the rest is still Suzuki. No, it is not electric. It's a 1992 model, so it's a very old little car. You can't drive it on the road. I even started up for you guys. How's that? Can you hear how she purrs? Very, very quiet, which is great for filming. Oh, there we go. It's got enough leg room for me, more leg room than a Land Rover. Okay, we're going to start it up. There's VM. Listen to that. She purrs. There we go. So yeah, we've already chopped off the roof today, and then so VM is going to mount his cameras up here for now, and eventually we're going to re-rig this whole thing. We can almost live out on the Badger, so we can spend more time in the field with the animals to get the shots. JB, why can't we drive it on the road? Because it is not roadworthy, doesn't have doors or indicators or any of those things. That's why we can't drive it on the road. CNAC, we do bushwalks, but they are generally shorter things. But as I said, most of the time we are tracking or something like that. So it's nothing to do with the danger. I walk in the bush. I track those lions on foot regularly. That's how we found the den. And I mean, I don't believe in carrying firearms when tracking and walking in big five country. What a rifle does is it makes people safer it makes people assume they're safer than they actually are. It gives people a false sense of security. So my personal opinion is, if you're not brave enough to walk into a thicket where there might be lion cubs and an adult lion in there, or tracking something like that, if you're not brave enough to walk in without a rifle, you definitely shouldn't walk in there with a rifle. And to be honest, if a lion charges you, it comes at you at about 22 meters per second, and you really can do nothing from close range. And lions don't actually want to charge you too much. As long as you're not walking around at night, you can normally stop a lion charge with a good shout. There's a wonderful South African word, Afrikaans word, futak. Generally, it's my favorite word to use on naughty elephants and lions and stuff. Ashley, unfortunately, the comments are coming in so quickly that if I'm explaining something, I might miss a few questions, so I do apologize. Hello, Michelle Benas. There's someone I haven't heard from in a long time. How's Cape Town? Would the males go look for the cub? Maybe, not necessarily though. That if they're in the vicinity of the den, we might have another situation like this. I really hope not, because the last one was stressful enough. CNAC, are animals well guarded from poachers where you are? Oh dear, I've lost this now. Where did it go? Oh no, I didn't mean to delete your message. That was an accident. That was my fat fingers. Are animals well guarded where you are from poachers? Yes, they are. We have anti-poaching teams that run, and they obviously carry firearms. But I didn't mean to time you out, CNAC. I don't know how I did that. That was an accident. That was my fat finger. I apologize profusely. It was not on purpose. I didn't mean to time you out for 300 seconds. I didn't even know one could do this. Dennis, what kind of snakes do we get? Yeah, lots. We've got mambas, cobras. In the house here, I've had spitting cobras, puff adders. Yeah, we get lots of different snakes. Proxo, are there any leopards around here, and will we see them on Painted Dog? Yes, Ravinda, Brent the mod. Yes, not on purpose. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, no, I'm not modding anyone on purpose. If you want to shout at me. You can shout at me, and I'll answer you like this. Actually, of course, there are poachers around, and there's various different types of poachers, which often people who are not in the area don't understand. So you have what you call commercial poaching, which is either large scale meat or rhino or ivory poaching, which is a very, very serious problem. Then you have subsistence poaching, which very poor rural people will set snares to catch duiker and parla and stuff, and that's just to feed themselves and their family. Who asked me about a pancake tortoise? Becky. No, we do not have a pancake tortoises. The only two species of tortoise we have here is the Speke's hinged tortoise and the leopard tortoise. Dennis, talking about rhinos is certainly not forbidden, and we're going to be doing a whole big episode on rhinos, but I'm going to disappoint everyone slightly now because Noel, yes, the reserve is fenced. We're just going to let you know, so this Lion Cub Saga took up a lot of time and a lot of hours of our day, and as I said, we don't get paid for painted or for safari with Brent, and we're going to need to catch up on our admin, and we need to do some editing and stuff like that for people who are keeping the lights on and the bills paid, etc. So we're not going to be putting out an episode this weekend. There will be one at some point next week, and we're not 100% sure where we're going to go. We're probably going to go with rhinos for the next one, since you guys are asking about it. Nautilus maximus, yes, we have a very healthy population of hyenas. There are 40 different individuals, as far as I know, that have been ID'd in the Leadwood Blowbunk clan. Leopard population is getting back. The leopards are very, very skittish. Actually, Rose, there's poaching everywhere. You have to be vigilant wherever there's rhinos and stuff like that. Now, there's a lot of discussion about whether one should show rhinos and where they are, and unfortunately, that people tend to overreact when it comes to this type of stuff. And we will be showing rhinos, and we will tell you which reserve they're on. Obviously, we're not going to put exact locations on it, but I doubt the poachers are watching Safari with Brent on YouTube. But any poacher worth his salt, all the poachers are well aware where the rhinos are, and that is one of the problems. Kilena, unfortunately, that properties we traverse will not see Hasana. And Noel, is there a donation page? Yes, there will be a donation page. We will be launching it later this week. I will keep you guys all updated. That is one of the admin things that VM and I need to sort out this week. And that is, yeah, so the Patreon. So it's not a donation. You will become patrons, like people used to patron William Shakespeare. You can patron VM and I at paintedDog.tv. Lenore, yes, the leopards will get used to us. We have to just work on it. Ellie, yes, there are wild dogs. We've got 2 packs that come through the area. Goo, lovely to hear about a large hyena can. Yes, they're not in a den at the moment. They don't have little babas at the moment. So they're a bit more difficult to find. Dennis, if the camp owner in Talek said he only saw black rhinos 3 times in the Mara, he must have been driving around with his eyes closed. I mean, we used to see black rhino probably every day while we were in the Mara. Sean, when it comes to the patronage, we will be setting it up later this week, and all that information will be in a post. So I will make sure everyone gets all that information. Oh dear, so many questions, so many comments, guys. I really appreciate this. Chris, unfortunately, we won't be going down to where Hasana is. That's outside our towers. Dennis, yes, I did spend quite a lot of time based out of Talek Village in the Mara. And yeah, so we saw black rhinos. One of the best rhino sightings of a black rhino that I had in my time in Kenya was between Talek and Kikarok, and under a large kigilia sausage tree, and there was a black rhino bull who was so relaxed. We got within about 10 meters, switched off the car, and he just sat there, had a whole massive sausage tree fruit in his mouth going, and he couldn't fit it into his mouth, so he was just chewing on it. The name, the name. I've been keeping the name a secret. Yes, I'm going to tell you the name just before we end off this chat. Fern, the hyenas not introduced. They were naturally occurring. The leopards also naturally occurring. None of them have been reintroduced. Rhonda, when I first started watching Safari Live, I saw a lot of cheetahs, but not recently. I'm not sure. I haven't really been following. When we were operating out of Talek Village, there were a lot more cheetah in that area. Lindsay, what other work are you doing that does pay the bills? Lindsay, we do work for larger production companies. So we film stuff and edit stuff and provide them with a film crew based in the Lowveld. But obviously that work is not every day. And it varies from month to month. Sean, will we have a set territory like Safari Live? No, we are completely mobile. We will have 2 home territories, let's put it that way. But we will happily jump when time comes, go to Botswana, go to Zambia, wherever we need to do. We will happily do that. But our 2 home bases, and that's the other thing we need to sort out with the admin this week, is we're going to be launching our 2nd home base, which will make everyone very excited because there are lots of elephants, which makes me very excited because I do miss spending time with lovely Ellies. But we will be operating in the Timbavati, but more information on that coming later this week. Dennis, did I hear about Aruba Mara Camp in Talek? That's where you were. No, I'm not actually sure where Aruba Mara is. We used to stay at Oloshaiki. Ravinda, you're wrong. I'm not going to be naming the cub after the tree we found her under. It's definitely not little Jamie, Margaret. Chris, I've ever seen a leopard dive from a tree and make a kill. I've seen them try, but I've seen them miss. Carol, I'm not doing any private guiding anymore. I'm doing a very little bit, but unfortunately, Painted Dog is sort of taking preference at the moment while we try to get the business established. Lindsay, where does VM get his sound from? We pay a monthly subscription to, I don't know what it's called, and they have a whole host of music, and then VM chooses and chops it and cuts it, and yeah, so that's VM's department. How about a hint on the name of the cub? I'm not calling the baby Trouble. Lisa Marie, you might be disappointed with the name I've given the cub. Queen Sheba? No. Okay, not Baby Shuka. Scamp? No. Shadow? No. Is everyone ready? Okay. I'm ready. I'm going to tell you the name of the cub before I sign off now. But first, I've got to tell you, please like, share, and subscribe to PaintedDog.tv. We will be launching Patreon, so you can become patrons of PaintedDog.tv in the next few days. And I will keep you up to date on all our wonderful shenanigans and how the conversion of Shinzele, the honey badger, our new call, goes. It's not raw. It's not little paws. Is everyone ready? The cub's name is Bucket. It's Bucket. It's Bucket. Because I moved her in a bucket. Or if you want to go the Shangan, a bucket. So we moved her in a bucket. So I decided to nickname her Bucket, and that sort of stuck. I just decided to give her a completely different type of name. Anyway, everyone, it's been absolutely amazing chatting with you. And we will do this again soon. And as I said, please bear with us. We're not going to be able to putting out a full episode of Safari with Brent this week. We've got lots of other work to catch up on. But we might do the live chats, and we might put out some smaller videos and keep you up to date with the progress of the Badger as it is being cut apart and reformed into the best filming vehicle in the Lowveld. But for now, from VM and myself, bye!